Morning everyone. Today we discuss digestion and absorption. So first one, this one is immediately open into rectum. So which part open into rectum? Rectum is the posterior part of large intestine. So preceding part only opens into rectum. So that is colon. In colon, four parts. Ascending colon, transfer colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon. So answer is sigmoid colon. Colon has three parts: ascending, transfer, descending, sigmoid colon. So sigmoid colon opens into rectum. Next question. Common bile duct is formed when? How common bile duct is formed? Duct from the gallbladder, that is the cystic duct, unite with common hepatic duct, as that common bile duct is formed. How common hepatic duct is formed? From each lobe of liver, one hepatic duct. The two hepatic ducts unite, common hepatic duct is formed. Common hepatic duct unite with the cystic duct. What is cystic duct? The duct always contact or associated with gallbladder is known as cystic duct. Cystic duct unite with the common hepatic duct. As a result, common bile duct is formed. So answer is 4. Next question. If A, B, C and D represent the layers of gut, that is also from outer to inner. So what does it mean? 259, 261. So this concept given in the textbook, in the NCERT textbook, 259 and 261 pages. From outer, peristalsis is brought out by. You already know what is A. A is the, for example, it is the elementary canal. Outer serosa, inner to serosa muscularis, A serosa, B muscularis, C submucosa, D mucosa. So you already know muscles present in muscularis, responsible for peristaltic movements. So answer is B, brought out by B, that is muscularis. How much percentage of starch gets hydrolyzed by salivary amylase? 30%. 30% starch into maltose by salivary amylase. The remaining 70% of starch converted into disaccharides by the action of pancreatic amylase. So answer is 30%. 30% starch hydrolyzed by salivary amylase. Next question. The role of bile in relation to fat digestion is, so break down fat into micelles. Micelles means emulsified fats. Emulsifies fat also same meaning. What is emulsification? Conversion of complex fats into fat in the form of minute droplets. Both are triglycerides or only. Complex triglycerides converted into simple triglycerides. That is emulsification. Same meaning, break down fat into micelles. What are micelles? Emulsified fats. They activate lipase. The bile juice activate the lipases. So all of these. How many molecules? How many molecules of glucose are formed when 200 molecules of maltose and 150 molecules of sucrose and 80 molecules of lactose are completely get digested? Here concept is every maltose is a disaccharide contain 2 glucose molecules. Lactose is another disaccharide contain 1 molecule of glucose, 1 molecule of galactose. Sucrose contain 1 molecule of glucose, 1 molecule of fructose. So based on this concept, I have to set up the question. So here 200 molecules of maltose means 400 glucose molecules. Next one, 150 molecules of sucrose, 150 glucose, 150 fructose. 80 molecules of lactose, 80 molecules of glucose, 80 molecules of galactose. So 400, 550, so total 630 glucose molecules. 630 glucose molecule. 1 maltose contains 2 glucose molecule. 1 lactose contains 1 glucose and 1 galactose. 1 sucrose contains 1 glucose and 1 fructose. So answer is 630 molecules. Next question. Study the following given table and select the correct option that represents the letters. So thylene enzyme. Thylene is the component of saliva. Next one, W, gastric juice, para-casein. The enzyme acts on milk protein converted into para-casein, that is renin. So option is third. W means renin. Next one, carboxypeptidase enzyme present in pancreatic juice. Product is peptides. Y is peptide. Next one is lactose. So converted into glucose and galactose. Lactose is the component of Succus entericus intestinal juice, and lactose converted into 1 molecule of glucose, 1 molecule of galactose. So answer is 3. Next question. Which of the following occurs during assimilation? What is assimilation? Assimilation means what is absorption, transport of digested food from alimentary canal into blood is known as absorption. So what is assimilation? The digested food present in the blood transported to various organs. In various organs, the oxidized food undergo oxidation, energy is released, and some digested food converted into new protoplasm, and some reserved food material, it is known as assimilation. So that is nutrients reach tissues and are utilized. So that is known as assimilation. Next question. A future common for both constipation and diarrhea. What is constipation? Constipation means the rectum retains the fecal matter. That is constipation, mainly due to consumption of less amount of water. Diarrhea, loose motion, diarrhea, liquid fecal matter, diarrhea. So, what is the common irregular bowel movement? Irregular bowel movement. Bowel means what is bowel? So, rectum also known as bowel. Irregular bowel movement is the common symptom of both constipation and diarrhea. Match the column 1 with column 2. Parietal cells. Parietal cells secrete HCl, A4. Peptic cells. Peptic cells produce enzymes, proenzyme, pepsinogen. So B1. So answer 4. Neck cells secrete mucus. Hepatic cells secrete bile. So answer is 4. Parietal cells also known as parietal cells or oxyntic cells. Peptic cells also known as chief cells produce pepsinogen, prorenin. So arms is 4. Function of epiglottis is prevent flow of air into esophagus, prevent backflow of food into laryngopharynx. So prevent backflow of food into epiglottis, closes the glottis, and prevent the entry of food into trachea. So answer is prevent flow of food into trachea. In laryngopharynx also food is present. So it never prevent flow of air. Where epiglottis is present around the glottis. Whenever we consume food, epiglottis closes the glottis. So glottis open into larynx, larynx open into trachea. So here appropriate option is prevent flow of food into trachea. So prevent flow of food into larynx also correct. First prevent flow of food into larynx. In this manner prevent the flow of food into trachea, respiratory route. Next question. In which of the following enzyme involved in digestion of milk protein and its site of action are correctly paired? Renin in stomach, lactase in small intestine, pepsin in stomach, strepsin in small intestine, renin in stomach. You should know NN renin, RENIN renin secreted by chest of glomerular cells, help in reabsorption of water through nephron. So renin is an enzyme secreted by chest of glomerular cells. Renin is secreted by the chief cells or peptic cells in children, and it converts the milk into curd. So renin in stomach. Next question. Find out the correct statement regarding the role of mucus in different parts of the gut. Role of mucus in different parts of the gut. Help in binding particles and form bolus in esophagus wrong. Bolus is formed in the buccal cavity and oral cavity wrong. Help in protect the stomach lining from the alkaline medium of food. So actually in the stomach food is acidic medium. So help in protecting the stomach lining correct only, but not from the alkaline medium. That's why it is not the correct option. If here you mentioned acidic medium, and at the time it is correct. Next one, helps in formation of micelles in duodenum. So it never helps in formation of micelles. Helps in formation of feces in rectum. Correct. The undigested food particle assembled as a result huge mass of undigested food is formed. So in this manner formation of feces. Next question. Entry of food into duodenum is regulated by entry of food into duodenum. So duodenum means from stomach into duodenum. So that is pyloric sphincter. What about sphincter of Oddi? Sphincter of Oddi regulate the flow of pancreatic juice and bile juice into the duodenum. The sphincter of Oddi is not related to passage of food. Food from stomach enter into duodenum. So sphincter of Oddi prevent the backward flow of food from duodenum into hepatopancreatic duct or ampulla of Vater. So answer is pyloric sphincter. So you already know number of sphincters. Upper esophageal sphincter, upper esophageal sphincter present around the gullet. Two openings in the laryngopharynx. Dorsal opening is gullet, ventral opening is glottis. So air enter into the respiratory route or larynx through glottis. Food enter into the esophagus through gullet. The gullet is encircled by a sphincter. What is sphincter? The muscle present around the aperture is known as a sphincter. Most of the sphincters are involuntary, made up of smooth muscles. So, upper esophageal sphincter. It prevents the backward flow of food from esophagus into pharynx. Lower esophageal sphincter. It is also known as cardiac sphincter. It prevents the backward flow of food from stomach into esophagus. You already know stomach is very large. So, prevent the backward flow. Next one is pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter regulates the flow of food from stomach into duodenum. So, stomach is a wide J-shaped sac. If the food material present stomach at a time try to enter into duodenum, it may cause damage to the wall of duodenum. So, pyloric stomach regulates the flow of food from stomach into duodenum. So, duodenum, jejunum, ileum. So, between the ileum and cecum, ileocecal sphincter, ileocecal wall, prevent the backward flow of food material. Finally, anal canal, rectum contain anal canal, contain internal anal sphincter, external anal sphincter. External anal sphincter is made up of striated muscles. So, it is under the control of villi organism. So, number of sphincters. Upper esophageal, lower esophageal 2, pyloric sphincter 3, ileocecal sphincter 4, sphincter of Roddi 5, internal anal sphincter, external anal sphincter, 7 sphincters present in the alimentary canal and one wall. Between the ileum and cecum, one wall was present and at the same time one sphincter, ileocecal wall and ileocecal sphincter. So, prevent the backward flow of food from cecum into ileum. So, next question. What happens if parietal cells of stomach are prevented from working with the help of an inhibitor? So, parietal cells produce HCl. So, HCl secretion become deficient. Renin deficiency in gastric juice from renin, trypsinogen are secreted by peptic cells or cheese cells. So, excoriation of stomach wall occurs. So, wrong. So, answer is third one, HCl secretion become deficient. Next question. Identify the correct reaction of the following. Starch, salivary amylase, pH 8.6, 6.8, that's why wrong. Second, polysaccharides, disaccharases acts on disaccharides only, not polysaccharides. On polysaccharides, salivary amylase or pancreatic amylase only act, not disaccharases. So that's why second statement wrong. Third, nucleic acids, nucleases, nucleosides. So nucleases means different. Denase enzyme, RNase enzyme. So if they act on nucleic acids, converted into nucleotides only, not nucleosides. So that's why answer is fourth one. Lipase acts on fat, converted into triglyceride. Again lipase acts on triglyceride, converted into monoglyceride. Again same enzymes acts on monoglycerides, converted into fatty acids and glycerol. Lipase of pancreatic juice is known as stepsin. lipase acts on fats converted into diglycerides. Next question. A future of Cash-Yarker is extensive edema. So edema means swelling. Occur below age of 1 year. Occur above age of 1 year. Below age of 1 year, none. Unaccompanied by protein deficiency. It is accompanied with protein deficiency. So that is impairment of mental faculties, also extensive edema. Edema means swelling. Extensive edema. Cash-Yarker. So if the infant, if the parent provide normal calorific diet and less amount of protein, at the time they suffer from Cash-Yarker. If the infant provide less calorific diet and less amount of protein, at the time less than 1 year infant suffering from marasmus disease. So impairment of mental faculties, so that is seen in mental abnormality seen in marasmus patient, not in Cash-Yarker patient. Next question. Human dentition is Homodont, Acrodont. Type of dentition seen in Pisces, amphibia, reptile. Homodont means the teeth are same, only one type of teeth are present. If teeth directly attached to jawbone, Acrodont. And Polyphyodont means the teeth, old teeth replaced by new teeth several times. This type of dentition seen in Pisces, amphibia, reptile. What about ewes? In ewes, teeth are absent. So in case of human being, Heterodont, Thecodont, Diphyodont type of dentition seen in human being. So along with human being, Thecodont type of dentition is also seen in crocodilia. What is Thecodont? If teeth are present in the socket of jawbone. For example, it is the socket, concavity, socket of jawbone. Part of the tooth fit into the socket. 1/3 of the tooth, that is root, present in the socket, concavity of the tooth. So the teeth are strongly attached to the jawbone. Thecodont type of dentition. Hetero means different. 4 type of teeth are present. Heterodont. What is Diphyodont? If teeth are formed twice, known as Diphyodont type of dentition. Here possible question. Dental formula of infant. Incisors, canines, premolar, molar. So we discuss later. First we discuss in dental formula, numerator represents. Sometimes they may ask, in dental formula, numerator represents. So numerator represents half of the teeth or number of teeth present in each half of the upper jaw. Upper jaw 2 halves, lower jaw 2 halves. So numerator indicates number of teeth present in each of the upper jaw. So in this half 2 incisors, here 2 incisors. Similarly, denominator indicates number of teeth in each half of the lower jaw 2. So total number of incisors 8. 2 plus 2 4. 2 plus 2 4 8. Similarly, canine 4. Why 1 canine in one half of the upper jaw? Another half of the upper jaw also 1 2. In the lower jaw also 2. Total 4. So that is the meaning of numerator, denominator. Okay. Now we discuss dental formula in infant. Incisor 2/2, canine 1/1, premolar 0/0, molars 2/2. Then we ask total number of teeth in incisor 20. Total number of teeth in incisors 20. Another possible question in infant. Infant means you already know up to 4 years is known as infant. In infant, gap is same in the jawbone between Gap is present in infant. Gap is present between incisors and canines and premolar, canines and molars. On space between canines and molars. Due to absence of premolars, a gap is formed in each of the jawbone between canines and molars. Okay. Next question. Dental formula of adolescent before 21 years. Before 21 years, incisors 2/2, canines 1/1, premolars 2/2, molars 2/2. So total number of teeth 28. So adolescent. So 12 to 18 years. So at that time 28 teeth, not 32. So last molar is formed around 21 to 24 years, depending upon the effect of hormone. So number of teeth in a student writing NEET exam is 28. Last molars are absent. So similarly, dental formula in adult after 21 years. 2/2, canines 1/1, premolar 2/2, molar 3/3. Total number of teeth 32. So last molars are present in adult human after 21 years. Okay, even though last molars are present here in this area, they are vestigial, non-functional. They are also known as wisdom teeth. Another possible question: how many teeth are formed twice in human being? So diphyodont means teeth are formed twice. It is not mean that all teeth are formed twice. Only incisors, canines, and 8 molars are formed twice. Observe, premolars formed only once. All premolars are formed only once. Last molars are formed only once. So all premolars and last molars, all premolars 8, last molars 4. 12 teeth are formed only once. So number of monophyodont type of teeth. Number of monophyodont type of teeth 12. Number of diphyodont of teeth 20. Number of diphyodont type of teeth 20. Or sometimes they may ask, number of diphyodont type of teeth in adult human is equal to total number of teeth present in infant. 20 are formed twice and 12 are formed only once. So you should know in Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, monophyodont, acrodont, homodont, polyphyodont type of dentition is seen. Polyphyodont teeth are formed several times. Homodont, all teeth are alike. Homodont, all teeth are alike. Acrodont, teeth are directly attached to jawbone. Acrodont. So now we discuss next question. The pH of gastric juice, saliva, and succus centricus, intestinal juice, respectively. The pH of gastric juice 0.9 to 1.8, so 1.8. Saliva 6.8, succus centricus 7.8. So first one answer. So pH of gastric juice 0.9 to 1.8, saliva 6.8. Intestinal juice 7.8 and pancreatic juice 8.4. So next question. Correct one regarding the absorption of nutrients. Maximum occur in duodenum, wrong. Digestion, so that is wrong. Glucose absorbed into blood by facilitated transport, wrong. Sodium absorbed into blood by active transport. Correct. Amino acids absorbed into epithelium cells by active transport. Wrong. So answer is 3. Next question. Serosa, submucosa, muscularis and mucosa are the layers of blood. Which of these contain nerves, blood and lymph vessels? That is submucosa. Submucosa. Next question. Chylomicrons are formed in mucosal epithelial cells. Mucosa is the fourth layer. Mucosal epithelial cells, chylomicrons are formed. Around the micelles, emulsified fats, proteins form a layer. Protein layer, within the protein layer, micelles together known as chylomicrons. Next question. Doctors suggest use of ORS in severe cases of oral rehydration solution. Rehydration means a patient suffering from dehydration, loss of water. So if any organism lose more than 20% body fluids, death occur. Why death occur? So if any organism lose more than 20% body fluids, blood concentration increases, RBC fail to flow. So RBC block the blood vessel, leads to death. In case of diarrhea, loose motion, death occur. Similarly, during sunstroke. So why some people die due to sunstroke in midsummer? So due to dehydration. So that's why ORS means oral rehydration. Oral rehydration, again hydration, maintain the water level. They keep some salts. You already know salts retain water. ORS. So if anyone want to lose body weight, so reduce the consumption of sodium chloride, table salt. So here point is doctor suggests use of oral rehydration solution in severe cases of diarrhea, loose motions due to loss of water. Body is dehydrated, remove the water. Next question. The end products like pentose sugar and nitrogen bases are formed during digestion by the immediate action of nucleosidases of Succus entericus. Nucleosidases acts on nucleoside and break the nucleoside into pentose sugar and nitrogen base. Nucleosidases of Succus entericus. Duodenal layer with glands is submucosa. Submucosa of duodenum contain mucus secreting glands known as Brunner's gland. Brunner's gland. The secretion of Brunner's glands and crypts of Leberkuhn together known as Succus entericus. The secretion of Brunner's glands and crypts of Leberkuhn together known as Succus entericus means intestinal juice. Pancreatic juice contain. So you have to remember the different enzymes. Trypsinogen, enterokinase is enzyme present in intestinal juice. That's why wrong. Chymotrypsinogen, amylase, pancreatic amylase, nucleosidases given, nucleotidases. So due to nucleosidases, not second option. Third, trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen correct only. Pepsinogen given, pepsinogen present in gastric juice. That's why third option wrong. So fourth one, amylase, pancreatic amylase, nuclease and lipase. DNase and RNase enzymes are nucleases. So answer is fourth. Next one. In the adult incisors, cutting teeth, canines, tear the flesh, premolars and molars, grind the food material. Regarding structure, 4 types. Regarding function, 3 types of teeth. Incisors, cut the food material. Canines, tear the flesh. Premolars and molars, grind the food materials. Gastroesophageal sphincter, prevent the flow of food from gastroesophageal sphincter. Means this sphincter is present between esophagus and stomach. That is lower esophageal sphincter or cardiac sphincter. It prevents flow of food from stomach into esophagus. Upper esophageal sphincter, lower esophageal sphincter. Lower esophageal sphincter, also known as cardiac sphincter. So it is also known as gastroesophageal, between stomach and esophagus. So that is cardiac sphincter, gastroesophageal sphincter or lower esophageal sphincter. Prevent the flow of food from stomach into esophagus. The mucosa fold formed in the empty stomach are referred to as these irregular folds in the stomach, known as rugae. What about villi? Finger-like structure formed in the small intestine, known as villi. So next question. Gross caloric value of protein is 5.65. What is gross calorific value? So two values, physiological value and gross calorific value. So due to oxidation of food in the organism's body, liberated energy is known as physiological value. If 1 gram of carbohydrate oxidized in our cells yield 4 kilocalories energy. If 1 gram of carbohydrate oxidized in metallic chamber, 1 calorie matter. So at that time it gives 4.1 kilocalories. So gross calorific value of carbohydrate is 4.1 and gross calorific value of fat is 9.45. Gross calorific value of protein is 5.65. If you oxidize the food material in metallic vessel, released energy is known as gross calorific value. In our body, the liberated energy in our body cells known as physiological value. Physiological value of carbohydrate, 1 gram of carbohydrate, 1 gram of protein is the same, that is 4 kilocalories. The physiological value of fat is 9 kilocalories energy. But gross calorific value of carbohydrate, 1 gram of carbohydrate 4.1, 1 gram of protein 5.65, 1 gram of fat is 9.45 kilocalories per gram. So answer is 2. The active chemical that passes through hepatopancreatic duct. How hepatopancreatic duct is formed? The common bile duct while passing. So while passing, the pancreatic duct unites with common bile duct. As a result, hepatopancreatic duct is formed. Hepatopancreatic duct transport bile juice and pancreatic juice into the duodenum. The hepatopancreatic duct opens into duodenum through an aperture. This aperture is guarded by sphincter of Oddi. So the active chemical that process through hepatopancreatic duct, here is amylase. That is the pancreatic amylase. Pancreatic juice contains pancreatic amylase. So insulin is a hormone. It never transported through ducts. Trypsin is present in. Trypsin is active form. Trypsinogen is present, but trypsin is active form. In active form, it never transported. So similarly, enterokinase present in the intestinal juice. So the pancreas Nasopharynx contain air. Buccal cavity, nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. It is the palate. Palate divided the two cavities of head. One cavity nasal cavity, another cavity buccal cavity. These two cavities separated by palate. Palate divided the buccal cavity and the nasal cavity. So hard palate continued as soft palate. So soft palate divided the pharynx into three parts. The part of the pharynx present above the soft palate or posterior part is known as uvula. Posterior part of soft palate, uvula. Above the uvula, nasopharynx. Just below the uvula, oropharynx. And ventral is laryngopharynx. In laryngopharynx, two openings are present: upper gullet, lower glottis. Air through external nostril, nasal chamber, nasopharynx. From nasopharynx, oropharynx. From oropharynx, laryngopharynx. So air travel from dorsal to ventral. Food from the nasal cavity, buccal cavity. Once again, nasal cavity, buccal cavity separated by hard palate. Continuation of hard palate, soft palate. Posterior part of soft palate is uvula. It divides the pharynx into three parts: upper nasopharynx, just below the uvula, oropharynx; ventral laryngopharynx. Posterior part of laryngopharynx contains two openings: dorsal gullet, ventral glottis. Air from nasopharynx, from external nostrils, nasal chamber. From nasal chambers, air enters into nasopharynx. From nasopharynx, air enters into the oropharynx, laryngopharynx. Through glottis enter into larynx. Food from buccal cavity, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. From ventral travel to dorsal. Through gullet enter into esophagus. The gullet is supported by upper esophageal sphincter. Upper esophageal sphincter prevents the flow of food from esophagus into backward flow of food from esophagus into the laryngopharynx. So in this manner, during deglutination, food passes through laryngopharynx. Air does not enter into nasopharynx lung. Air enter into trachea. Why? Whenever we consume the food material, epiglottis closes the glottis. At that time, air never enter into larynx. From larynx to trachea. So food passes through laryngopharynx. Correct. Food enter into oropharynx. So during deglutination, during swallowing of food material, food passes through laryngopharynx. From laryngopharynx, gullet. From the gullet into esophagus. So during deglutination means the swallowing of food material. Next question. Study the following. Food bolus is formed in oral cavity. Correct. In oral cavity, the carbohydrate digestion is initiated with the action of lysozyme. Lysozymes destroy the bacteria cell wall, not digestion. Proenzymes secreted in stomach prevent digestion. Proenzymes never involved in digestion. Proenzyme means inactive enzyme. The cells always release proenzymes to prevent the auto digestion. So proenzyme never involved in digestion. So that's why wrong. Pancreas secretion. Pancreas secrete inactive enzymes like carboxypeptidases. Pancreas secreted inactive enzymes like carboxypeptidases. Study the following. Food bolus is formed in oral cavity. Correct. In oral cavity, carbohydrate digestion is initiated by the action of lysosomes. Wrong. Proenzymes secreted in stomach prevent digestion. Proenzymes secreted in stomach prevent digestion. So proenzymes never involved in digestion. So wrong only. So they pancreas secrete inactive enzymes like peptidases. So it is a carboxypeptidase. So carboxypeptidase present in the intestinal juice. So wrong. So correct statements are only one is done. That is, food polyps is formed in the oral cavity. Oral cavity also known as buccal cavity. Next question. Indigestion is characterized by all of these except maybe food poisoning, overeating, inadequate enzyme secretion, but nausea before it. Before indigestion, that person never feel nausea. Feeling of sickness is known as nausea. Nausea before to eat. So before indigestion, so we never feel nausea. So second is not applicable. Consumption of spicy food, food poisons, overeating, inadequate enzyme secretion cause indigestion. A future related with gallbladder is produced bile juice. Bile juice produced by hepatic lobules present in the liver, particularly hepatocytes present in the hepatic lobules. Hepatic lobules are the structural and functional units of liver. So, gallbladder never produced bile juice. A non-muscular sac, it is a muscular sac by the action of cholecystokinin. The duodenal mucosa release cholecystokinin. By the action of cholecystokinin, gallbladder contracts. So, contraction means it should possess muscles. So, non-muscular sac, wrong. Made with hepatic cells, wrong. Only concentration of bile. So, it is temporarily shows the bile juice. So, it is here related to concentration of bile. Next question is, hepatic portal vein carry blood from small intestine to liver. Which of the following does not passes through it? So, hepatic portal vein transport the digested carbohydrate, digested protein, not fat. Digested fat are macromolecules. They enter into the lacteal. So, amino acids correct, sodium correct, glucose correct. So, never passes through it. Glycerol never passes through hepatic portal vein. What is portal vein? What is portal vein? The blood vessel begins with blood capillaries in one organ, ends with blood capillaries in another organ, is known as portal vein. Nomenclature of portal vein depends upon the organ in which it breaks into capillaries. If the portal vein breaks into capillaries in liver, known as hepatic portal vein. If the portal vein breaks into capillaries in kidney, known as renal portal vein. Renal portal veins absent in cyclostomata and mammals. Hepatic portal vein present in all vertebrates, Pisces, amphibia, reptile, aves and mammals. So regarding function, it is a collecting and distributing blood vessel. You already know, if any blood vessel begins with blood capillaries, that is the vein. Vein is a collecting blood vessel. If a blood vessel ends with capillaries means distributing, that is the artery. The blood vessel ends with capillaries means distributing blood vessel. Begins with blood capillaries means collecting blood vessel. Portal vein begins with blood capillaries in one organ, ends with blood capillaries in another organ. So it is regarding function, it is also known as both collecting and distributing blood vessel. Nomenclature of portal vein depends upon the organ in which it breaks into capillaries. If it breaks into capillaries in liver, known as hepatic portal vein. If it breaks into capillaries in kidney, known as renal portal vein. Another possible question. So the blood vessel contains highest amount of nutrients, that is hepatic portal vein. So here answer is glycerol. Glycerol not present in the hepatic portal vein. Even though glycerol is the single form of fat, it is macromolecular when compared to amino acids. glucose. Next question. Which one of the following pairs of food component in human reach the stomach totally undigested? Fat and cellulose. In the buccal cavity, carbohydrates, 30% carbohydrates converted into maltose, carbohydrate digested, no fat digestion, no protein digestion. So starch and fat, 30% digested, that's why not first option. Second correct, third protein and starch, 30% starch, 30% starch digested, that's why only second option. In animals, enzyme digests the cellulose. Cellulose enzyme is absent in animals. So that's why fats and cellulose undigested. Next question. One of the constituent of pancreatic juice poured into the duodenum. Trypsin, enterokinase, trypsinogen, chymotrypsin. Trypsin is active form. Enterokinase is present in intestinal juice, not pancreatic juice. Chymotrypsin active form, chymotrypsinogen. So answer is a trypsinogen. Inactive form only, proenzymes only. All digestive enzymes are proenzymes. They become active at the site of digestion. So answer is the trypsinogen. Gastric juice of infant contain gastric juice. So secreted in the stomach. So contain renin, gastric juice, not amylase. Renin, pepsin, gastric juice, maltase, pepsinogen, renin, brown, nuclease, pepsinogen, brown, pepsinogen, lipase, renin, gastric lipase, small quantity of gastric lipase also present in gastric juice. So answer is fourth one. Study the following. During prolonged fasting, body will utilize the nutrients in the sequence: carbohydrate, fats, protein. Correct. So first few hours utilize carbohydrate, later fat. After few days only, body utilize the protein. Where proteins are present in our body, in the muscle. So that is dangerous. Prolonged fasting is dangerous. So in the sequence, carbohydrate, fats and protein. Correct. Functional failure of oxygenatic cells of stomach may lead to anemia. So correct, oxygenatic cells, also known as parietal cells, secrete HCl. In the absence of absorption of minute fibers, cyanocobalamin, oxygenatic cells, you already know oxygenatic cells also release Case's intrinsic factor. So in the absence of Case's intrinsic factor, cyanocobalamin, B12 is not absorbed. If B12, vitamin B12 or cyanocobalamin is not absorbed, suffering from anemia, pernicious anemia. So that's why that is also correct. Vitamin A deficiency causes diplopia, night blindness. Correct. Plexus of Arbach and plexus of Messina involved in neural control of digestion. So correct. So how many of the statements are correct? All 4 statements are correct. Next question. The pH of human small intestine is around 7.5 and the pH of large intestine can be 5.5. pH decreases means hydrogen ion concentration increases. That is 10 times hydrogen ion concentration increases. That's why 7.5 pH become 5.5. Answer is second.